Anton Stach to Leeds United. What an important signing this is. Just over £17 million. And he is an absolute absolute powerhouse of a midfield. And he is going to change our midfield and absolutely improve it. So obviously him and Longstaff has come in to replace Rothwell and Kilovagu, which, again, no disrespect, it is a massive upgrade on both of them. And we're only going to talk about stats here and what he's going to bring. So a little bit of stats first. So 98th percentile for duels 1 percentage wise and possession 1. He is dominating in that centre defensive midfield, and he can also play in mid. And he's not just about defensiveness as well, he can also progress the ball. So his progressive passing and forward passes are both in the 88th percentile, which is so good to see from a defensive midfield. So he gets the ball and he can also run with it as well. So not only does he pass the ball forward, his style of play, if you compare him to other midfielders from the Bundesliga, his duels 1, he's top of it as well. His progression 1 and defensive duels 1, both ranked second for Bundesliga defenders. Sliding tackles as well, which there is another video going around. Go and check out from Jacob Horsfield. I have put it on other accounts. He is absolutely right in how he tackles from the outside of his boot. So the way he side tackles is so unorthodox. It's how does he even win the ball? He is just that unique in how he does it. Interceptions, third ranking for defensive for Bundesliga midfielders. So he is an absolute gem. And for that price as well, it is so good to see. Now, when I said earlier that he's going to change the dynamics of the midfield, so obviously we play with like two midfielders and with a number 10. Personally, with the way that we have signed these midfielders with Longstaff and Stach, I can potentially see Aronson being dropped to the bench and coming on if needs be, and we'll go to not necessarily a flat 3, but a 3 in midfield where we can adapt and change depending on who we play. So we can play 2 defensive midfielders and 1 just above him, 1 defensive midfield and then 2 above him. So depending on who we're playing, obviously you've got Ampadu and Tanaka, which a lot of people have said they're guaranteed starters, but with these 2 new signings, especially Stach, it changes it. Anton comes into that team, he is that good, and for me, he could be one of the best midfielders, especially in the lower half of the league. It's what you need to stay in the league, and he is that difference maker. You put him just in front of the back 2, whether or not it's Bijal, Rodon, or whoever, he can dominate it, and he can drop back if needs be. Or if you have a double pivot, so 2 defensive midfielders, him and, say, Ampadu or Gruev, if Ampadu drops to centre-back or he's injured, or Tanaka, him and Tanaka in midfield with Longstaff. So you've got so many different options. It is that good to have now. So this is what I mean by he changes how we're going to be playing. So based on who we play, whether or not you'll have that sitting midfield, 3 in mid, 2 in mid. Occasionally, Aronson may play, or we may go for another number 10. But the way I'm seeing it, the way I'm reading that we're going after a winger, a striker, and another goalkeeper, we're not going to be going for another number 10. And if we do, it'll be later on in the window as a last resort, maybe to add some depth, to add a little bit of progression, a bit of dynamics. I haven't even touched upon his height yet. I've said 6'4", but defensively, because we're buying these giants to say which land of the giants, he can help defensively for set pieces, which we have struggled in the past. We know that he can add that height and the power and that dominating in the air, that aura type thing, and attacking set pieces as well, which we have lacked. We've scored some from set pieces. Obviously, the Sunderland game we scored 2 set pieces, but we're not necessarily a set piece kind of team where he can add that power, he can add the height, he can have that strength to muscle off a player to get a goal or maybe even assist. But let me know your thoughts on Stach Leeds. Is it a good signing? How will he improve Leeds? Where do you see him fitting in? Who do you see in the midfield with him or potentially even without him? Let me know. Also, because in the past we've been known as Dirty Leeds, this aggression type team, putting our foot in. We saw it similar to Man United when we played them in the friendly, that we were putting our foot in, especially Sam Byram, sticking a leg in, making fouls, barging into players. With Stach coming in, Longstaff coming in, Bijal coming in, Bornell coming in, Goodmanson coming in. These types of players are going to add that strength to us. That no nonsense. Get your foot stuck in. Go back to not necessarily Brexit ball, but good. I want the ball. Doesn't matter if we lose it. We are going to win it back. But let me know your thoughts, guys, on Stach and everything else.